95% of traders have actually underperformed Bitcoin. Now, if Bitcoin is not moving and 95% of traders are underperforming Bitcoin, then where are these guys getting the returns? Well, the answer is very, very simple. The only way to get returns is what this says, what this tweet carries on saying. It says, project with high concentration of mindshare within narratives. You got to find great projects with a high concentration of mindshare in big narratives. And that's exactly what I'm going to bring you today. I'm going to bring you one project with a very, 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 very high share of mindshare, and I'm going to bring you 5 projects on that project. And I think that if you get in now, or you get in this early, then I reckon that you are going to make a lot of money. And then after that, after I bring you this amazing ecosystem, let me give you a clue here. There are amazing memes. So for those of you who think that you missed the Brett and all the base memes, I think I may actually have the solution for you guys. Then I have a surprise for you. Well, it's not really a surprise. I've got something which I never actually do, and that is I potentially have an investment opportunity for you guys from a multi-cycle founder who founded one of the biggest protocols that is existent in crypto. We now have his next project, and I think that I can actually get you guys into the investment round. So if that sounds good to you, then I think you probably want to stay around and watch this show. If it doesn't, well, then I think you should probably go to one of the other shows. I know that George is streaming right now. I think BitBoy is streaming right now. You take your pick. For those of you who want to stay, see you on the other side. Let's go. Look, I'm just checking what George is doing. I'm just checking what George is doing. I think we're going to talk about the same buy signal, so you may as well just stay here. You may as well just stay here, because we are actually going to talk about a buy signal today. There is a massive, massive, massive buy signal on the charts. It's big. Let me give you a clue. It's about this big. It's about this big. It's about that big. We're going to be talking about that buy signal today, that's for sure. All right, so listen, welcome back. To those people who I can see in the chat from the LFGO community, I love you guys like crazy, but you guys are destroying my life here. And the reason why I say destroying my life, I don't know if you saw what happened yesterday. So you know that I think that the LFGO community are one of the most powerful meme coin communities in the whole of crypto. These guys are insanely, mentally crazy. These guys are crazy. Probably the most passionate community that I've ever met in a meme coin community. I think these guys have been rugged before by their dev, and they retook the project over, etc. So they wanted to do something cool for me. So what they said is, they said, look, DM us a Solana address, Cryptomanran, we'll build you a moonbag. So what did Big Mouth over here do? He said, look, you send whatever you want to this wallet, and I'm going to buy 50% over what you send me into the market. Okay, what I didn't know is that these guys were such a bunch of degens that they would send me, look at this, that they would send me $76,000 worth of LFGO into my wallet. And while doing it, they would drive the price up with the green candle. So now I'm going to be forced to land up buying maybe $50,000, maybe $100,000 of the LFGO coin because of my big mouth. I guess I deserve it for having such a big mouth. I think I should keep, sometimes in life, I should just keep my mouth shut. That's just the way it is. But no, in all seriousness, I'm very happy to support the community, and whatever money, I'll obviously stick to my word. Whatever money comes in, that is that's the amount that I'll buy. I'll buy 50% more on the open market, because that's a pledge that I make. And when I say that I'm going to do something, I always do it. That for me is like a not negotiable. So I'm going to do it. They've got until 6 p.m. UTC tonight, and then I'll match the buy on the open market. Anyway, let's get into today's show. And by the way, if you're not already subscribed to our channel, now is an amazing, amazing time to subscribe. If you are subscribed, I see we've only got 500 likes. Today, I'm going to blow your mind with an ecosystem. I think it's probably one of the hottest ecosystems in crypto. And I think it's time that we actually take a very serious look. We have actually got all of it. All of us have actually got some of it in our portfolio, but it's time to actually ratchet up. And we're going to get in really early, specifically to the meme coins. But before we get into that ecosystem, I think we should discuss Bitcoin. And I think the reason why we should discuss Bitcoin today is because of this. I don't know if I'm happy about this tweet or not happy about this. I guess I am happy. And the reason why I'm happy is it says the cycle is completely different. More than 95% of traders have underperformed Bitcoin, right? I know that I've overperformed Bitcoin this cycle. And I also know that I'm in all these tokens. I'm in Ondo, I'm in 𝗏𝗏𝗏, I'm in NEAR, I'm in Pepe, I'm not in Bonk anymore. I'm in Pendle, and I'm in ETH. In fact, this one is one of my highest conviction bets, that's one of my highest conviction bets, that's one of my highest conviction bets, and that's one of my highest conviction bets. So basically, I mean, all the tokens he talks about are higher conviction bets. So I guess that if you can find the projects with a high concentration of mindshare within narratives, you can actually beat Bitcoin in the beginning part of the cycle. And I think also that in the beginning part of the cycle, it's always normal for Bitcoin to actually have a run. And it's only later in the cycle that altcoins actually have a run. So if you have beaten Bitcoin up until this point, then you're probably someone who watches our shows. If you haven't, you should be watching more of our shows. Anyway, let's talk about it. Let's also talk about Bitcoin and this. I want to talk about this. So Bitcoin is actually moving sideways, right? So like let's just quickly go and refresh that chart over here. You can see what I've been looking at. I've been looking at Brett. I've been looking at the Nifty because the Indian said elections today and the market actually went down. So you got this chart. This chart's moving sideways. Despite that, you have people like Alex Becker who came out this morning with quite a surprising tweet. He says, "I don't ever call shit," even though he does. But this is just the most blatant Bitcoin call up before a bull that I've ever seen. I'm feeling underexposed on my long-term orange coin bag. It's quite strange from Alex Becker, who's like this gaming degen. He's an altcoin degen, but he's feeling unexposed on Bitcoin. And he's not the only one that's feeling unexposed on Bitcoin. And I do agree with him that after a long period of consolidation comes a big move. Now, generally what they say is you consolidate and then the move up is usually as big as the consolidation. So the bigger the consolidation, the bigger the move up. So that is what he's saying. And what he's saying actually correlates to a chart. And it's not the Bitcoin chart. It's actually a different chart. It's actually the Dixie chart. What you can see is that the Dixie chart, the dollar index, the strength of the dollar against a whole lot of other currencies, or a whole lot of other assets, specifically currencies, you can see that it's at a very, very, very critical point now. And it looks like that the Dixie may break down. And if the Dixie breaks down, what that usually means is that interest rates are going to start going down. So usually when the interest rates are lower, less people want dollars, and therefore the Dixie becomes weaker, right? We're also seeing in the Dixie that there is a Bollinger Band squeeze. Now, when the Bollinger Band squeeze, it means that there's a move that's about to happen in. It can happen, a move can be up or down. Now, so what you've got is you've got Alex Becker with this feeling. I always say a feeling is not enough. The fundamentals are not enough. Look at the charts and you will find the news, right? And so I look at the charts. The chart's telling me that the Dixie may break down. It's also telling me that the Dixie is in for a massive move, right? At the same time, there's another chart, which we spoke about yesterday, which is the M2 liquidity chart, or the M1 liquidity chart, the money supply chart. And that's broken out. And the last time, as we said, it broke out was in March 2017. And we went back to March 2017 on the Bitcoin chart over here. And in that chart, we saw that in March 2017 was just before a massive breakout. We actually drew this circle over here. You can see that that's the circle that we actually drew. So you've got three charts which are kind of telling you the same thing. You've got the Dixie chart telling you that there's going to be a breakdown. And it could be a big breakdown based on the Bollinger Bands. And then you've got the liquidity charts telling you that there could be a breakout in liquidity. And you can see that when there is an M2, when the money supply increases, so do the price of risk assets. It's very, very, very scarily correlated one to the other. So as we say, show me the charts and I will tell you when there's going to be news. So the big question is, what could the catalyst be? What could the charts be telling us? What could the catalyst be to get us to where the charts need to tell us? And this is where I found something really, really, really interesting, right? If you look at these charts all indicate one thing. If you think about the Dixie getting weaker and more liquidity coming into the market and a big move in the Dixie, what that basically means is that maybe the Fed has to start cutting rates pretty soon. Now, the big question is, what could get the Fed to start cutting rates very aggressively and really, really, really soon? What do you think it is? What? Let me know in the chat. What do you think? That could get the Fed to cut rates very aggressively and really fucking soon, in a hurry? Well, there is only one thing, and it's actually the same thing that got the Fed to cut or to increase the liquidity in the market last time. And what that is the collapse of the banking system. You'll remember that when SVB bank collapsed, when the banking collapse happened, the Fed and the Treasury created this bailout program for the banks. I think they called it, what did they call it? They had a fancy name for it. They call it the BT, something like that. BTFP. Okay, they created the Fed, the BTFP program to backstop the banks and to bail out the banks as a last resort of the banks. Now, what if that were to happen again? And this is where we're getting some interesting news, because yesterday, or actually not yesterday, on the 29th of May, the FDIC published their quarterly banking profile. Okay, so basically what this is a report. This is a report that is published by the government. You can see that this is like, they even say here, they even say it on this domain, they say an official website of the United States government. Now, they published this whole report about the state of the bank. And what they're saying here, higher unrealized losses on residential mortgage-backed securities resulting from higher mortgage rates in the first quarter drove an overall increase. But an increase in what? The increase is in the number of banks that are on the what they call the problem bank list. And that number of banks increased by 25% from 52 banks to 63 banks. So we are now in an environment where the banks where there's a 25% increase in problematic banks that may collapse. And the reason why these banks may collapse is because of an increase in mortgage rate defaults. And when I say mortgage rate defaults, or let me just see how they worded. They said in higher, resulting from higher mortgage rates, unrealized losses on residential mortgage-backed securities. What does that actually mean? It means that when interest rates go up, the value of a mortgage goes down. Okay, it's the same as treasuries. When the interest rate goes up, because you're discounting the time value of money, because mortgage rates are 20 and 30-year instruments, when the interest rate goes up, those become worth a lot less. And it's the same as treasuries. Remember when the banks, the timing of the treasuries was mistimed because the interest rates went up, and therefore the asset on the bank's balance sheet went down. And therefore, if people actually asked for their money back, the banks wouldn't have the money on hand to actually pay for the obligations. And that causes a bank run. Now, the one thing you know about headlines like this is that headlines cause bank runs. So the minute that people believe that there is an increase in the number of banks that can't actually, someone says he's getting a haircut while listening to Run Show. He can't miss it. Tomorrow I'm also having a haircut and I'll do the show from the barber. How's that? Anyway, as I was saying, so the problem with these headlines is that headlines actually cause banking collapse. When people realize that the banks are in a little bit of trouble, then what do? They rush to the banks to actually go and get their money. And what the Fed needs to do, or the Fed and the Treasury now needs to do, is they now need to bail out the banks again, or they need to start thinking about bailing out the banks again. How do they bail out the banks? Or how do we fix the banking problem? Well, there's only two ways to fix the banking problem. One is to decrease interest rates. And if you decrease interest rates, automatically the value of those mortgages actually goes up. So one way to get the banks back into solvency, or to become out of the problem bank thing, is to actually reduce interest rates. The second way to do it is to actually inject a whole lot of money into the economy by actually backstopping the banks, which is exactly what they did last time. And you'll recall that when they did it last time, that's what happened to Bitcoin. And so I don't think that the Fed and the Treasury are going to let the banks collapse. And I don't know if you remember, but 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏 actually wrote an article a while back, and he basically said, look, this is what's going to happen. He said, this BTFP program is going to end in March, which it did. They ended it in March, which was a year after they started it, right? They ended it in March. And then 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 said that they cannot leave the banks unprotected. And because they cannot leave the banks unprotected, what they have to do is they very quickly have to come up with a new program. Now, here we are, just at the end of May or the beginning of June. The banks are about to collapse, or 25% more banks are about to collapse. And now we need one of two things, or both. First thing is you can reduce interest rates, and you can reduce interest rates really fast. B, you can create a new program which puts liquidity into the system. Either way, we're happy, because either way, Bitcoin goes to Valhalla. And so maybe this little itch that Alex Becker has, this little coil, this little accumulation, or this long accumulation, may actually lead to a massive move. And maybe that move will be up. And maybe the only thing that can cause, or one of the things that can cause a massive move up, is the fact that the banks may actually be under more stress than we actually thought. We always said that the Fed would start reducing interest rates as soon as something breaks. Now, I don't know if they're going to wait for the banks to break, or whether they're going to preempt it, which would, I must say, be a little bit unlike the Fed to preempt something and then actually get it to work. So that is what could give Bitcoin the catalyst. But as I said before, we can't wait. We are impatient. You are impatient. I know you guys, that's why you come here, because you're impatient. And we are not here to wait for Bitcoin to break. We are part of the 95% of traders that actually, we are part of the 5% of traders that actually beat Bitcoin in the cycle. And how did we beat Bitcoin in the cycle? I'll tell you how we beat Bitcoin in the cycle. Number one, we bought 𝗪𝗡𝗡. Number two, we bought 𝗕𝗓. Number three, we bought Pendle. Remember, these are all on the highest conviction. I mean, I just want to show you the highest conviction bets over here. Okay, so that's our highest conviction bet. Just look at the highest conviction bets here. 𝗪𝗡𝗡, 𝗕𝗓. Yeah, but we put ETH in here the other day. We put Pendle in here. We are part of the 5%. And the reason why we are part of the 5% is because we have our ear very close to the ground, and we know how to pick up narratives just as they are about to explode. And that's actually exactly what I want to talk to you about last time, about today. Now, the reason why I want to talk to you about it today is because, again, if you read this tweet really, really, really resonated with me. It said, what you got to find is you've got to find projects with high concentration of mindshare. Basically, what they mean is projects with crazy mindshare. Now, which projects have crazy mindshare? Well, I'll tell you, the community at LFGO, they have crazy mindshare. They're also crazy people, but they're crazy mindshare. And so basically what you're looking for is you're looking for projects with, I would say, a cult-like mentality, okay? With incredible technology, cult-like mentality, and you want to catch them really early, right? So imagine, like, if I were to say to you, like, what is the most perfect investment opportunity in crypto? You'd say, look, I need something with like amazing tech. Then I need something with like an incredible community. And then what I need is I need to catch it early. I need to catch it before everybody else catches it, right? That's like the ultimate project in crypto. And so I want to show you one ecosystem, which I think very soon will be added to this list over here. Okay, now we did call this ecosystem a long time ago. We are holders of it from a very long time ago, but there's actually another opportunity in this ecosystem. So let's talk about what the ecosystem actually is. The ecosystem is none other than KasPaw. Okay, now you know that we've been fans of KasPaw for a long time. I did a KasPaw show a long time ago. And what you can see is that in the last 2 to 3 days, in fact, yesterday, we had a massive spike in the KasPaw price. Now, for those of you who watch Sheldon's show, Sheldon actually called KasPaw, I think like a week or two ago when we were on his crypto school. And as I said to you, the reason why I'm so bullish about this project is not only because they have what I think is probably, I would say probably the strongest community in crypto. I don't know a community that is as loyal and as driven as the KasPaw community. These guys don't care about price. These guys don't care about market cap. These guys are absolutely obsessed. They are mental about their obsession about this protocol. Now, that is what got me to investigate KasPaw in the beginning. Because even in the beginning, even when we got in, the market cap was quite high. Remember, I think the market cap was like, the fully diluted market cap was about $600 million, I think, when we got in. Let me just check the price. I'll tell you, I just want to confirm that. Yeah, there it is. So let's just look here. Yeah, so we got in at about 3 cents. So 3 cents was about, yeah, it's about right. So we got in at about 3 cents, which was, I think, about 600 or thereabout. Now, what got me so interested in this protocol? I kept hearing about what KasPaw is and what KasPaw is. So what is KasPaw? For those of you who don't know, KasPaw is a proof of work chain, like Bitcoin is a proof of work chain. The difference between Bitcoin and KasPaw is that KasPaw is a very fast proof of work chain because they have a system called the Ghost DAG system. I don't want to bore you down with very technical detail, but effectively what that allows KasPaw to do is it allows Casper to be a very, very, very fast proof of work chain. Now, I'm not going to get into all the very technical details because it is quite technical. And the reason why it is very technical is because, I mean, let's just read this for one sec, just so for those of you who want to understand what it is. Casper's design allows a very high volume of transaction and maintains its performance even as network activity increases. It employs a specific pruning mechanism aiming to maintain the efficiency of the block DAG, that's the DAG, the directed acyclic graph, while ensuring network security and functionality. So it's almost like, think of it like a fast Bitcoin. Like that's what you can call it. Now, you want to know how fast Casper actually is? So our researchers actually prepared this table, and they said, look, let's see how many blocks are mined are done per second for each one of the protocols. Now, with Bitcoin, less than 0.017 blocks are mined per second. With ETH, 0.08. Solana does 2.2 blocks per second. Casper does 10 blocks per second. It is extremely, extremely, extremely fast. So that is Casper. I got into the Casper ecosystem a long time ago. I've been watching tons of podcasts around their founder. Now, this one's in Hebrew. You guys won't understand it. But these guys are absolutely, absolutely, absolutely smart. And to be honest, they're solving a big technological problem. And the big technological problem that they're solving is that they are solving fast proof of work chains that can actually do smart contracts. That's pretty much what Casper, if you wanted to narrow it down to its most simplest form, what are they creating? They are creating a very, very, very fast proof of work chain that can actually or will soon be able to do smart contracts. And so if you look at, I mean, this is the DAG's block speed, but I want to just quickly see if I've got this tweet for you. Let's just see if I can find it. There's a tweet here which said, so this is another tweet, but in this tweet, what you can see is that real founders are actually talking about how amazing the tech is here.
So later on, what they did is they built up the theory, they built up the rigor, and they created a new version of the protocol called Spectre, which came out in 2016.
So you got Charles Hoskinson, you got Gavin Wood, you got all the big founders talking about how amazing these founders are and how amazing this technology actually is. So the Casper technology is absolutely amazing. It's not one of these fly-by-night things. This is they're solving major blockchain and technological issues. I don't want to get into it, but it's got to do something. It's got to do with the UTXO, which is the unspent transactions, which they've basically found a way to change that so that you can actually do smart contracts. All right, so that is Casper. And we have been looking at Casper, as I said, since a $600 million market cap. But what we saw yesterday is we actually saw the market actually explode. We saw Casper actually explode. And so the big question is, why did Casper actually explode? And there are multiple explanations for it. So I want to go through it. One is Casper doesn't have many exchange listings, and someone says Binance is maybe getting ready to list Casper. And that's possible. If you go to Casper and you click on markets over here, what you realize is that they don't yet have a Binance listing. In fact, they don't have a lot of the big exchange listings. Those are all like, they don't have an OKX listing. They don't have a Binance listing. So, and I don't think they've got an Upbit listing either. There's no Korean exchanges. And for us, that is potentially an opportunity. That's the first thing. But I don't think that that's what caused the pump yesterday. Not speculation that there might be a Binance listing. Could it be that the hash rate has gone to all-time highs? I guess, but I don't think that that's what caused it. Could it be that they are migrating their validators to a Rust-based platform like Solana? I don't think that's what it is. What I think it is this thing over here. It's KRC20. Now, what is KRC20? KRC20 is like ERC20. It's the ability to do smart contracts and to actually issue tokens on the Casper network. And that seems to be coming very, very soon. I've done some research, and someone says, did I miss something? Or are we in open beta for KRC20 on testnet? Okay, KRC20 continues to evolve during this testing period due to the community feedback. If you're thinking about creating a KRC20, it appears that you can now try it out on the platform. So I did more research into this KRC20. It seems like there's this company called CasperFlex, which is this company over here. And if I read correctly, this company, CasperFlex, is a project funded by Casper KF to implement KAS KRC20 tokens, which seem to be coming very, very, very soon. Now, what does it mean that we're getting KRC20? Well, for one, it means that we're probably going to get smart contracts on Casper really, really soon. But the other thing that it probably means is that we're probably going to get a whole lot of meme coins running on a brand new network. And for us, right now, we know that that's one of the biggest opportunities in crypto. Every other blockchain has amazing meme coins. You've got look at the thumbnail. The thumbnail says Missed Brett. You've got Brett at a $1 billion market cap on base. You've got Pepe, which is, I'm even scared to look at the market cap of Pepe, but let's do it anyway. Let's look at Pepe. So Pepe now has a market cap of $6 billion on ETH. You've got on Telegram, you've got Resistance Dog, which I think is going towards $100 million, $80 million market cap. Well, here it is. It's an $80 million market cap. So what we can see is that every chain has amazing, huge meme coins. And for those chains that don't have meme coins, well, there's a big opportunity. And where we are right now is that we are with KasPaw, and there is no meme coin on KasPaw yet because the token standard hasn't launched yet. But there are a whole lot of meme coins in the making. And this is what I wanted to bring you today. I wanted to show you the meme coins that may actually launch on KasPaw so that you are aware before they launch. And so by the time that they are launched, you guys are ready to press the button and ready to actually invest in the meme coins that may actually launch on KasPaw, right? All right, so let's go. Let's look at what those meme coins are. And in true Banter fashion, our researchers made us a spreadsheet because that's what we do. We make spreadsheets. It will be in the description. The link to the spreadsheet will be in the description. And we looked at all the different meme coins that may actually come out. So let's look at some of the meme coins that may actually come out. The first one is Yoshi token. Okay, so this one we're not buying. The reason why we're not buying this one is because this is not a KasPaw meme. It is a meme of the founder, which they call him Yotoshi because they say it could be Satoshi. His name is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 or whatever. He's got a very long, complicated name. Let me get his name right out of respect. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, that's his name. So that's the first meme, but that's a meme on Solana. So that doesn't really interest us. The ones that do interest us are the ones that are actually going to be on KasPaw. So what are they? The first one is Nacho the cat. So there's the co-founder. The co-founder's name is Shai. He has a pet cat. The pet cat is called Nacho. And so you would be looking at Nacho the cat on KasPaw. That's one that you would be looking at. That's not my favorite one. Then you got KasPaw the Ghost. Now I think KasPaw the Ghost, really cool meme coin. It's a concept that probably does really work very well on KasPaw because I think which other chain can claim a ghost? And so I think KasPaw, the ghost of KasPaw, may actually be a really, really, really cool one to watch. Another one is Kasta coin. Okay, now it's inspired by the mythical hero, Kasta. So here it is. It could be a squirrel. I must say, looks great, but I'm not a big fan of squirrels. I'm not a big fan of squirrels. And I don't think that any chain needs to have a squirrel. Like, I'm not a big fan of squirrels on a chain. Okay, you got Yotoshi token, which we've said we're not really interested in. You got KasPaw Cats, which is a different one. So you got KasPaw Cats over here. And it's the official home of cats living on the KasPaw network. So this is the KasPaw Cats. Let's look at KasPaw Cats over here. Okay. And then you've got the one that I actually think might actually win this. And the reason why I think it's going to win this is because it's a dog. Every chain must have a dog. I think it's actually a really cool dog and a really cute dog as well. Again, I don't know because it's not even launched yet. But I don't know. This is the one. Don't tell. There we go. This is the one that resonated with me the most. And what it is KasPaw, the blockchain, the block dog. Okay, so this is the dog here. KasPaw, the dog. So again, what I'm saying to you is that right now, every chain has a meme coin explosion. The first tokens to explode on any chain are going to be the meme coins. And KasPaw is about to introduce the token standard that allows for meme coins. Now, there's going to be a lot of meme coins. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In fact, let's delete that one from the spreadsheet because you guys are going to go and buy it. It's on Solana. We don't want you to buy it on Solana. There we go. And those are probably going to be the top 5 meme coins on KasPaw. Regardless of that, regardless of which meme coin actually wins, what you need to do right now is, well, you can buy KasPaw. That's up to you. It is quite a high valuation, but it is very, very, very good technology. So you can decide whether you're happy to buy KasPaw at a I don't know, 6 billion, 4 billion valuation. That's up to you guys. But what I would be doing is I would start preparing for the Casper meme coin run. And how do you prepare for the Casper meme coin run? The first thing is you need a wallet. Get your wallet. The wallet that we use is called Caspian. We're not sponsored by them. I don't know anything about them, but you need a Casper wallet to store your meme coins and everything else. And what I would do is I start storing it now, because you don't know when this KRC20 is going to be launched. And when it is launched, you're going to have to move really quick to catch onto those meme coins, right? Get the wallet. That's the first thing that you need to do. That is how you prepare for the meme coin run. Cool, got it? So what you do now, you get that wallet. Another thing that we spoke about yesterday was I spoke to you about Base. And I said to you, one of the big Base catalysts may actually be the Coinbase smart wallet. Remember the Coinbase smart wallet? And then I said to you guys that this Coinbase smart wallet was going to be a game changer because it got no private keys. It became really easy to use. So I saw this over here. And look at this, is Jesse Pollock says you can now text 100 plus tokens on Base to anyone, anywhere. Just watch how easy this is. Just have a look at how easy this thing is. You can actually text people. You can text people tokens. Can you believe it? That's what the Base smart contract wallet is actually going to do, right? So that is what the Base I think that this Coinbase smart wallet will be a massive catalyst for Base. And that is why when you look at the tokens that are running, earlier on today, we had Brett exploding. I think, let's see where it is now. You got Brett back at a 1.2 billion fully diluted market cap, right? That 1.2 billion fully diluted market cap. All right, so that is the Coinbase wallet. I think it's going to be amazing. Now, I did say to you guys at the beginning of the show that I'm bringing you a crazy, unique opportunity. And I said to you that what I've got a founder of a massive protocol. He is the founder of a massive protocol. The protocol has a market cap of today. Let's just see what the market cap is. Hold on a second. Just want to make sure that I give you the right information. So I say to you, I've got a founder here who built a protocol that has a 2.5 billion fully diluted market cap. Now you heard me right. It's one of the protocols that is on my top 10 highest conviction bets and has been there for a long time. Now, this founder has actually launched a new project, and his new project is actually a wallet. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to the founder. I'm going to show you what the wallet that he's built is, and it's an amazing piece of technology. So the founder is the founder of Rune THORChain. Now, up until recently, and for a long time, he was actually anonymous. No one knew who the founder of THORChain was. They all went under these aliases. But he's come out and he's now doxed himself, and he's now in the public domain. He's doing amazing things on blockchain. One of the amazing things that he's actually done is he actually flew to South Africa to see us, to show us his new project. No jokes. I'm not kidding you. He's sitting in Sheldon's studio next door. In fact, there he is right here. You got JP. Brother, how are you? I think is he muted again?
No, I'm good to go. Thanks for having me on.
So first of all, tell the fam why you flew all the way to South Africa. You came here literally for 2 days to come and visit us.
That's correct. No, I came here to show you, Rand, exactly what this wallet's going to do. This wallet will change the world in terms of making crypto safer, easy to use, and it's something that I believe in. And I've been working in the wallet space for 8 years now, and this is a massive improvement. So I was so excited about it. I came here just to show you and the team and your community.
Crazy. So guys, by the way, the wallet is called Vultisig, okay? So JP, tell me, what is Vultisig? How does Vultisig actually work? And guys, the cherry on top here is that I'm going to make available 50 whitelist spaces for the token event in this protocol. So 50 of you are going to be able to invest directly into this protocol, which is very unique. Now, we made 50 available to people in front runners, and I'm making 50 available to you in the show. So the guys that are in front runners, they got 50 slots, and you guys here on the show have got 50 slots. Now, JP, tell me a little bit about why is this wallet such a big breakthrough?
Sure. So every wallet that you've used in the past 6-7 years has been single signature wallets. So you have your MetaMask, your Trust wallet, your Ledger, or just anything. And if you make one mistake, you lose your key, you download a malicious PDF, or you get that key stolen for whatever reason, all your money's gone, just like that. And there's nothing you can do about that. So what I did with THORChain for the last 6 years is we built essentially a multi-factor threshold signature scheme on a protocol that stores all the Bitcoin, all the ETH across 100 nodes around the world. And that's how it keeps that crypto safe. And it's way better than an exchange with two people. But I'm very familiar with this technology. So we took this technology.
What it means, I mean, I guess what that means is that instead of one person signing a transaction, so if someone gets your keys and he just signs a transaction, all your money is gone. I guess what you're saying is you need more than one person or more than one device to sign the transaction, right? That's pretty much the nutshell of it. So instead of like a hacker getting access to your private keys and him being able to siphon all your funds away, now you need him to authenticate himself, so to speak, right?
Correct. Just how you log into your Gmail with two-factor, or you log into your Discord with two-factor, or even your bank account with two-factor. So you need to log in on one device, and then you pull out a second device to confirm. That's called two-factor. And we call it multi-factor. So Vultisig is basically an upgraded multi-sig. So it's basically multi-sig for your crypto vault. And this is a demo on your screen right now of such a vault. I call it JP main vault.
Now, just to be clear, the vault is a cross-chain, multi-chain wallet, which means that you can have Bitcoin. You see he's got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Rune. Look at all the different chains. So you can put pretty much almost every chain an asset into this wallet. And then?
Yeah, so it works across all the chains, all the tokens. So I've got here just some Bitcoin, some ETH, Solana. I've got to put some Solana in, and some Thorchain Rune. And what it means is if you steal my laptop or my laptop's vault share, you don't have access to my funds. I can literally print out this vault share and put it email to myself and keep it secure. You will not be able to steal my money and I'll give you a live demo on here, and I'll basically copy my address. And what I'm going to do is send 1 ETH back to myself. So let's just try that right now. Live demo. This is not a fake little app. This is a real app. So I'm sending 1 ETH to myself, and I'm saying, yeah, I'm sending it to the right address. The amount's correct. And I'm not sending it to a scam or hacker. And I go to sign. Nothing's happening on that device until, and you should see, I pull out my phone, or, in future it's going to be on your Apple Watch or whatever. And then I go on my phone and I simply tap the little camera icon down there, which I do right now. Up pops the camera icon. And I just simply scan that QR code. Now on my screen, I see from to 1 ETH, right? And then in order to send this transaction onto the blockchain network, I join key sign. And away we go. So you can see it working it's signing. So what's happening right now is this mobile phone is talking to my laptop, and they're both engaging in this kind of threshold signature scheme, signing. There's about 7 rounds to do this. And in any moment now, boom, boom, you can see on my phone, we've done a transaction.
There we go.
Done. So, and you can link that to Explorer and now complete. So that was a live demo. And I'm telling you, this is live. It's ready to launch.
It's game-changing technology. So guys, people usually pay a lot of money for MPC technology, which is effectively the base of what this technology is. And effectively what they're doing here is that it's taking 2 devices to sign the private key here. Now, obviously the big question that everyone's asking, shit, what if I lose my phone? Now what happens? So what if I lose the phone?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you just zoom back to my screen here, so pull that up. So when you simply create a new vault. So you can see here, add new vault, create new vault, and you should choose 2 of 3, or you can choose a 2 of 2, in which case it's like 2 phones or a MacBook and a phone, or in future it's going to be your phone and your Apple Watch. Wild, but so you can like start a transaction on your phone and just tap on your Apple Watch, maybe. But then you simply need you create a 2 of 3, so you can lose one device and it's already backed up, or all you do is once you've created a 2 of 2 vault, just go to vault settings and just back up your vault. And you can safely email or share that with yourself or upload it to your G drive. And remember what I said before, the vault shares do not have the money on it, right? It requires both devices to come together before the money can go out. So you can lose a device, get it lost, stolen. It doesn't matter. As long as you've exported that vault share and emailed it back to yourself, you will never lose your money from a scam or a lost device.
So guys, you know that I don't actually ever bring founders onto my show. Like, that it's very, very, very rare for me to bring a founder onto the show. There's a reason why I'm bringing this founder onto the show, because I think that, first of all, his first piece of technology is a mindfuck. But the second piece of technology is probably one of the best pieces of technology I've ever seen. And what he's done is he's actually done something really amazing. He said, look, members of the Banter fam and of Front Runners can go to the link below, click on this form and you can get whitelisted to invest. 50 of you will get whitelisted to invest up to 3 ETH. Okay, so you'll be allowed to invest up to 3 ETH. So questions in the chat. When does this actually come out? When does the wallet or the vault actually come out? Vultisig.
It's on test right now and on Google Beta Store. And in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we're working with Apple Store and Google Play Store to get them approved. So you'll be able to download it off the App Store in 2 to 3 weeks. It'll be available on your Windows, Mac, Linux, iPhone, Android.
Mindfuck. Okay, and when does the token launch?
So we are finalizing right now. Immediately after this, we're closing the whitelist. We're done. So you need to get on that 50 slots with Cryptomanran closed. And then in 2 to 3 weeks, so before the end of the month, we're going to launch it on Uniswap. It will be a 24-hour whitelisted only purchase. And then, by the way, this is a fair launch. 80% of the supply will go into that Uniswap pool, and 20% of the supply will be reserved to airdrop to you in 12 months' time, and then the next 5 years. So all of the supply to the community who buy it in 3 weeks, and an airdrop back to you in 12 months. How cool is that?
Amazing. JP, thank you, my brother. That is absolutely amazing. Guys, I mean, I'm sure you'll agree with me. That's one of the best pieces of tech you've ever seen. Despite that, and despite the fact that we really love JP and we know that he's got a very good track record, you always got to do your own research. So before you put your name on that whitelist, or in fact, put your name on the whitelist, but before you send the ETH, you have to do your own research. We've done our research and we invested. But that doesn't mean that you got to invest. You have to do your own research before you actually invest. Cool. So look, I know a lot of you are in the comments saying, but you said you're going to do real world assets with us today, because tomorrow we've got the hearing, and tomorrow there is the hearing, and I've got a spreadsheet for you around real world assets, and I'm going to drop it in before. And I think what we'll do is tomorrow we'll actually go through the real world asset spreadsheet. But I know a lot of you want to get ahead of the class, right? You want to get ahead of the class. And so to get ahead of the class, what you want to do is what tokens is Ryan going to talk about? I'm going to talk about those tokens. They are in a list below. Tomorrow we'll talk about real world assets just before the hearing that happens, which I think will kick off maybe a little bit of real world assets. But today I had to get JP in here because he wanted to close his whitelist, and I wanted to bring you guys a unique investment opportunity. Also, Frontrunner's got a massive investment opportunities, which was actually amazing. Just before we go, there are a couple of other things that I want to talk to you about. The first thing is, remember we spoke about this BitGet competition. So now what I hear is that Sheldon and Kyle also launched teams. Did you hear that, Josh?
I didn't hear that.
Sheldon and Kyle also launched a team. But now what did Sheldon do? He brought Dylan onto his team. So now, instead of there being just the Run team, you got the Sheldon team and the Kyle team. And the Sheldon team is Sheldon and Dylan. But my team, just so you know, right now has more members than the Sheldon and Kyle team and the Dylan team and everything else, right? My team has much more members. So what I need you guys to do, let me just quickly go to that link over here. What I need you guys to do, I need you guys to go and sign up for my team. Now, where do you sign up for the team? You go to BitGet, you sign up. If you got a BitGet account, don't worry about it. Just sign up. But if you don't have a BitGet account, sign up there. Click here because we're going for the $5 million. We're going for the whole pot. Right now, there's 200 of you on my team. Let's blow that up. Let's get 500 on the team. And joining the team. Now, look, you don't have much time. You have 1 day, you got 2 days, 1 hour, 51 minutes. I'm ready. My account, locked and loaded, ladies and gentlemen. I've put $10,000, $10,500 in the account. I'm locked and loaded, and I'm ready to go. I need you guys to be locked and loaded and ready to go with me on that journey. Is there anything else, Josh? Is there anything else? What'd you say? Follow Josh is trading.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right. So he says, okay, we must follow Josh is trading. Look, actually, before we follow Josh is trading, so listen, Kyle's Whale School, which is, I think, one of the best trading schools out there, is closing to, let's see when it's closing. It's now, it's any day now. Let's just see, where is Whale School? Here we go, Whale School. Let's just click on the Whale School link here. 23 hours. Guys, please join us for this free trading course in 23 hours. Kyle is on the next level. That's why he says take your portfolio to the next level. He's on the next level. Free course. Join us. I'll be there too. Next 24 hours. All you need to do, there's a link here. Bang, bang, bang. Sign up with this over here. And you will join us at school. And then lastly, two things that I want to say to you. One is follow Josh is trading. Hold on. Josh is... Do I not follow? Oh, yeah. Josh the Legend. Follow Josh the Legend. he calls his group the Crypto Legends. I mean, they're not that legendary, but okay, we'll take it. And then lastly, to the LFGO community, holy shit, they are destroying me. Look at this. I don't mind buying 50% of whatever they send me. Problem is they're making me buy it after a fucking pump. I've never seen a pump like that. Thing's gone to $30 million market cap. And how much is in my wallet? Oh my God. I'm gonna have to buy $52,000 at a 30 million market cap. That is absolutely insane what I have to do here. This is absolutely insane what I have to do here. But look, I must say one thing about them, and kudos to this, really kudos to them, is if you look at, bro, have you been using my laptop? Why when I press U, does it, I thought it went to YouPorn. You're lucky, Josh, you're lucky. I thought you were going, is that how you test the sound? Okay, I see. Wow, look at this. iShares officially crosses 20 billion in assets. That's unbelievable. Let's see the Bitcoin price. Wow, 70,000. You've got to be happy. I wanted to just show you this LFGO community. Just wanted to show you, like, so I'll tell you why I think these guys are onto something, okay? So what they do is everyone that they interact with, they basically make a character of that person, except Josh is trading, because I don't know why. Josh, I don't know why they didn't make a thing of you. I don't know why, okay? So what they do is, like, you see like network, they say like influencers, and then they make like things. So that's me, okay, that's me. 𝗏𝗏𝗏, that's 𝗏𝗏𝗏, etc. That's 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗧. I think 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is actually blonde, or a bit more blonde than that. But what they did yesterday, which really impressed me, is they made like their first piece of real content. And when I saw the content, I was like, hold on, they can actually make like proper movies of people in the crypto industry.
In a world of Solana scams,
Pull the rug.
So look, I think they got legs. Again, I mean, I'm not invested in this token. I'm not involved in this token. I'm not invested other than the fact that I'm forced to invest now because they sent me tokens. Promises were made, someone says. So promises were made, we must deliver. Promises were made, we must deliver. Someone says, what about Gummy? So tomorrow we are having a big spaces on Gummy. So go to the Gummy Twitter, and you'll see that tomorrow we're having a big spaces. On that spaces, we're going to clear up a lot about the airdrops, and we have a couple of announcements, including when Baked is going to launch. Here it is. That's the announcement. That's what you want to be subscribed to. And then let's just say that I think that when we do that, Gummy's going for a bit of a run. And you can either put in your running shoes and go for a run with him, or I don't know, maybe not. You can decide. I'm telling you that if I were you, I'd put your running shoes on. So listen, I will see you guys again tomorrow. I had fun today. Until then, trade well, my friends.